Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to change the oil on a 4th gen GS350. So the front jacking point is that right there. It's a little circular hump right there on that triangle, and you can jack it up from there. Then you can rest your jack stands on the pinch welds. Then the next step is loosening the drain plug. That is right there. Come on, please focus. Right there. I'm gonna loosen it using a 17. If it's not a 17, it's probably a 14. Turns out it's a 14, so once you crack it loose, you can loosen it by hand. Position your catch container right here to catch all the oil that falls out. And there's a crush gasket right here. I believe what I read online, if it's a blue one, you can reuse it, and if it's a metal one, you have to replace it every time. But I forgot to order one, so I just removed the drain plug, so I'm kind of screwed here. So I guess I have to reuse it. If it leaks, I'll just drain the oil out in a cooling container and reuse that and replace the washer right there. Make sure you get a new one from Toyota. I think a 10-pack is probably like $5 or $6 there. And the next step is to access the oil filter by loosening the 3 10 mils here. There's 1, 2, and 3. By the way, I'm recording this on my phone, so the angles aren't the best, but I'm gonna use this. Hopefully I can demonstrate. 1. Come on, center. 2. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, but I'm trying my best for y'all. 3. And the plastic cover just comes off like that. And there's your oil filter housing right there. And you need a special Toyota tool. I'll drop a link in the description for what it is. It won't be an Amazon affiliate link. Don't worry, I don't do that stuff. I'm just doing this to show y'all how to do DIYs on your car. Oh, looks like I lucked out. It's a blue crush washer. Not crush washer, it's like a blue rubbery washer. And I've always reused out my 2000 Toyota 4Runner since it was brand new and it never leaked. So I'm lucky for now, but next time I'll order the replacement. This is the special Toyota tool, and you put it on your 3/8 drive ratchet and just crack it loose. I already cracked it loose a little bit, and I'm just waiting for the oil to stop spilling so I can put the drain plug back in and remove the filter all the way out. Now that the oil has stopped dripping, or at least came to a slow drip, we're gonna put the drain plug back in, torque it out to 30 pound-feet of torque, and start it by hand. Then you can finish it with a torque wrench. I'm not quite too sure on how tight this is supposed to be, but I'm just gonna start loosening it. Okay, oil starting to trickle out. Probably position it a little more to the left. Okay, oil starting to come out. No, that's just dirt. Okay, it's pretty loose. I can probably. Once you break the oil filter housing loose by hand, you can spin the rest off. Now once you break it loose with the tool, you can start loosening it by hand like this. The housing should come out just like that. Make sure you wear gloves so you don't spill all over yourself. So this is the oil filter housing. Just remove the old cartridge. It should pop right out. I'm actually going to do this with 2 hands. Okay, so you just pull straight up on it while you hold the metal housing. And there's only 1 O-ring that you have to replace. On other 3.5 liter V6s on Lexus, there's like a little 3/8 drive you have to put in there to drain it out. I think that applies to the newer models that they use on the refresh 4th gens. I know for sure they do it on the 3rd gen Tacomas. So remove that. Then your new seal is right here. My hands are a little oily, so I'm gonna lube it up anyways, like this, so it seals better. Actually, use some of the old oil right here and lube up this O-ring a little better. So once you lube up the O-ring, we'll put it in the grooves right there. There's a groove right there with the old witness marks of the oil. I'm gonna put this on with 1 hand. I'm gonna pause the video now. Grab your new filter. There's no sides to it, so just stick it in however you want. Push it in the housing like that. And I've noticed the Wix ones, they fit kind of loose compared to OEM. But my friend, I did this on his GS350 2nd gen and it worked fine. So now we're going to pour a little bit of oil onto the filter because it will absorb some of the media. No, some of the oil will absorb to the media, and you don't want your filter to run dry. As you can see, it's starting to absorb the oil, and this will prevent your car from running dry when you first start it. Like, even though it's not a traditional housing and the filter goes in sideways, you can still pre-fill it a little bit. And I spilled on the ground. Alright, I'm gonna pause the video and finish this up. You want to start tightening your oil filter by hand like that. Then once it starts moving, stops moving, you put your 3/8 drive ratcheting wrench on and tighten it. I believe the torque spec's about 18 or 20 pound-feet, but I'm just gonna do it by hand since that's not that tight. I got the first 5 quarts in. Now we're gonna put the next 2 quarts. It takes 7 quarts. I just looked it up online. So let's pour it in. Shit, I spilled a little bit, but just wipe it up as soon as you can. And I think that's 1 quart right there. Yep, so pour another quart in. Hold up, it's hard to measure. Okay. So it looks like I barely poured any in. Sorry for the bad video quality. Alright, that's 6.5. And just keep repeating this process. Actually, I'm gonna pour in 6.5 for now. I'm gonna bring the car back down to the ground, then fill in the last 0.5 quarts while checking the dipstick. I hope this video helps y'all. Yo, I stand corrected. It actually takes 6.5 quarts. More accurately, according to the forum members, it takes 6.55. I believe 7 quarts is on the revised versions of the 3.5 liter V6. I just did a quick Google search and it showed that for a 2017 model. And the 2017 models of these, they tuned it differently, the engine differently. So it makes like what, 311 horsepower versus 306. They made it more fuel efficient and something along those lines. And I think those take 7 quarts. My bad, y'all. And good thing I stopped at 6.5 because I was like, 7 seems like a lot.